Alright, hello, welcome back. We are doing the other half of the 5-hole semis right now. This is match day 12, taking a look at the bracket. We're here. Yeah, top 4, Colin Robb, Crayon Conair, I've said this a number of times already. Adam Jacob in the 9th place match, Wego Preston in the 11th place match. We're right here. Me and Sprite. I got here by losing to Crayon after having a bye. Sprite got here after losing to Conair after beating Preston. So yeah, that's where we are. Winner gets Joe in the 5th place match. Loser gets Gibby in the 7th place match. Let's take a look. Alright, over on Sprite's Steelers, we've got Drake May. We've got Ashton Genty. We've got maybe a little bit of Chase Brown. We've got Puka Nakua, Drake London, and Mike Evans. We've got maybe a little bit of Jamison Williams. And we've got Tucker Kraft. Over on my Eagles, we've got Caleb Williams. We've got Breece Hall. Tiny bit of Zach Charbonnet, I think. Wide receiver trio, we got Justin Jefferson, Chris Godwin. I was like, why am I blanking on his first name? And I think Egbuka edges out Marvin Harrison at wide receiver. I don't remember. I clearly have not watched my team enough or closely enough. And then Colston Loveland at tight end. So those are the teams. Let's do it. That's what I was trying to do. My brain was like not putting that together. All right. Random group. Eagles hosting. Cool. See y'all on the other side. Good luck to me. Me only. Kidding. Good luck, Sprite.
EA Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. Please welcome your 2026 Philadelphia Eagles. Evan McPherson.
Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And Thursday night primetime is underway. Chase Brown now to return it. And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. Leading them out, someone with a big arm and a field general's mindset, Drake May.
Okay, you watch Drake play this game, and he checks every box you want for a franchise quarterback. Tall, athletic, great arm. Now he's got to take all that wonderful potential into week-to-week productivity.
Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. And first carry here for Ashton Genty. And that's the way to start this game. Give him 8 on that first offensive snap.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Back to Genty. Hop on the line here on 2nd down, which is only going to make things tougher for this 3rd down coming up.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's May. Got a man, that's Nakua. chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. On first down, Genty. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Another give here to Genty. And that's good for a gain of 5. Jahan Campbell, yet another first-round defender out of Alabama. There on the tackle. Now it looks like one of the Eagles is having some trouble out there and is in need of some assistance. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. May now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's down. Looks like they made a stop at the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 4 yards. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Move the chain! Gotta move them chains! More momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll toss it. Genty. And he picks up about 4 yards before they send him out. So 2nd and 6 coming up.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. May looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Offense already looking like they're in mid-game form. They've got it down to the 32. May on 1st and 10. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Dalton Kincaid, the intended target there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Finds the in route complete. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Again, it's May. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Out is Tyler Loop for the field goal attempt. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Loop knocks it through, and they're able to convert despite that errant snap.
All in all, Kate, I'm going to call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. And they're brought out by a player with immense expectations and promise in the league. He was picked first overall in 2024 out of USC, Caleb Williams.
He's somebody who has made a career of extending and creating plays. I mean, oftentimes, Kate Wright just would sit aghast. How did he do that? How does he make that throw on the run? Now he's got to take the spectacular and just add a whole level of consistency.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Nearly starts the drive with the first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Inches at the 34-yard line.
Less than a ruler needed here on second down. Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them the first down.
The 39-yard line.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
And they bring him down around the 34.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3 at the Steelers' 34-yard line.
Second and 3 now. They'll go right side with Hall. Room to run inside the 20. And he is all the way ahead to the 13-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
Snap the screen here to Godwin. And this one doesn't go far.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
This is second and 6 coming up. On play action, Williams. Throw left side, finds Fanning. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Williams. And he's got it. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the first. All right, partner, one drive in, and we can say this guy's been perfect. 4 passes, no incompletions, and that touchdown to end it.
And you and I both know that incompletion will come eventually. Might not arrive for a while, man. That offense was humming on that opening drive, and they can't wait for their second bite.
McPherson on to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Brown with a return here. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. 2nd and 3 now. In motion left is Evans. This is Genty on 2nd. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
So 1st down from the 41. Operating from the gun, here's May. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
2nd and 10. Here's May. That's caught. Tucker Kraft. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Giving this to Genty. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Down to the 10. Throws caught. He'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. We've reached the end of one on Thursday night prime time. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. Seventh play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. To throw, here's May. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Drake London with the touchdown. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
That is Tyler Luke, now on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
Eagles 7.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin on that play. So it's 2nd down coming up. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
And I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
And he's taken down just a couple of yards shy of the 40. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down, Williams. He's going to push one deep down. He's got it at the 30. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. He picked up a 34 yards on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Again, it's Williams. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he's going to be tackled, but still all the way down to the 6. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
To throw, Williams. Set up the screen here for Hall. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Brees Hall with the touchdown. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
McPherson at the point after. Right Right down the middle. It's good. And the Eagles take a 4-point lead.
14. Steelers 10.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Here comes Williams on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Steelers and Drake London headed back out onto the field. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Genty on the draw. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. And off to Genty. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
Sometimes just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play that just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer, find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Here's May. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
This one is fair caught, but let's see what that flag's all about. This drive may not be done.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead, and that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
This drive should have been over, partner, but running into the punter gives him new life and this 1st down. May. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. The rookie from Texas there on the tackle.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
2nd down now, 7 to go. On the gun, it's May. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
Nice pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Throwing again, it's May. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. And the Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on 1st down.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
A gain of 26 yards.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. From the red zone on first. That one connects. And not quite a touchdown, but he's down to the 4 before going out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's second and goal. Throwing is May. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers take a second quarter lead. Drake London with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers push their lead to 3.
17. Eagles 14.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And with each team coming off a touchdown and scoring well early on, we've got the makings of a barn burner here, Brock, if they can keep this up.
Yeah, and as a quarterback, as an offense, it doesn't mean you over-try, but you just know, hey, man, our defense having a hard time slowing them down, and we've got to step on that accelerator.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's good for the Eagles. First down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Hits him on the in route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hall running between the tackles. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Derek Harmon, the former Oregon Duck, making that stop.
A gain of a yard.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Empty backfield now. Running back motions out left. Out of the pistol, Williams. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
Finds the in route complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Eagles, first down.
Offense getting set. Here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That's Connor Godwin again. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
The Steelers calling their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Shot at that. It's out the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point.
This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7. To the air yet again, Williams. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
A 24-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and it'll knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Brown with a return here. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's made to the air. Down the field, Evans has it. And they've got to him just a step or 2 before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Hits him on the out route. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's May. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers, first down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the 2 of them.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Again, it's May. Just keeps connecting to Nakua. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 11-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is second down. May off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go. Let that pass rush get home.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set. Third and long. Third and long for him here. And he has the Pittsburgh touchdown. The Steelers take the lead just before halftime. Drake London with the touchdown. His third through the air this game. And that is his third touchdown catch. Certainly enough to call this a very good game for him. And we're still in the opening half, so what else might he accomplish before we're done here? Here's Luke for the point after.
For the extra point.
Extra point set right down the middle. And the Steelers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Eagles 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. And nope, not chancing this one. Knee down for a touchback. The Eagles and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. They're going to have to be quick about anything that they want to do here, partner. Enough time for a few snaps at most. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Slot man in motion left. First down, Williams to throw. Connects with his back, Hall. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 41-yard line.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. They kick the running back in motion. Working from the gun, Williams. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw. That one's good to Godwin. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half. Here's the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. Throwing this for the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jalen Ramsey comes up with it. And the Steelers watch as the return goes out of bounds, bringing us to the end of our first half. So a 1-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. The first half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Shaheed now to return. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this third quarter. That passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half, too, as they chase this lead. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. Trying to use that space outside, but found a defender instead, so no gain on 1st down.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They go right back to Hall. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. They pick up 14 yards on that one, and that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
Set up the screen here for Hall. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know coordinator quarterback gonna be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. It's a small gain up to the 38. Peyton Wilson getting there for the stop.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. To the air on 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Kate, I've talked to you over the years, the transition to the NFL where the windows to throw are small. On 3rd down, smaller. Put dime defense on the field, and those windows become almost non-existent.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Steelers and Drake London headed back out onto the field. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. May looking to throw. Quick slant taken in by Nakua. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. May now. Throwing the out route complete. And he reaches the 35 before going out. Pick up a 5 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Shotgun give here to Genty. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's second down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. The give here to Genty. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 5 on the play, and the Steelers have a first down.
That's what I call a healthy return on investment. You run the toss play, looking for positive yards, looking to move the sticks, and I'm looking for that to be called again.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield, first and 10. Running back motions right. To the air on first down, May. Short pass brought in. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
On play action, here's May. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do, getting home with that sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's second and 19. From the gun, it's May. Completed over the middle. And he has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
Genty from the gun. And they're going to bring him down as he makes it all the way to the 12. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10. We give up the guts. It's Genty. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! The Steelers push their lead further to start the half. Well, Brock, you found himself some space to work, and from there, wow, all athleticism as he made his way into the end zone.
You got that right, Kate. Just that speed. You got to have some different gear when you get down here to the red zone. It's hard to score rushing touchdowns, and that running back sees the open space, he sees the green grass, and he finishes it off with 6.
Here's Luke for the point after. He hits it true despite some issues with that snap. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Eagles 17.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Shaheed now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Williams from the gun. Connects on the crosser. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Running left side by Jefferson. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. That's Godwin with yet another one. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
2nd and 3 now. One of the tight ends motions right. Now run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. Throwing from the gun. He's got it to him yet again. That is cut. And he has enough for that 1st down, but look at his teammates. They know something's up. Everybody looking at that flag on the field. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but cross the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Caught by Godwin on the slant. Looked great initially, but he is short on that 1st down marker. They rallied to him in time to force the 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And that short gain is enough for a new set it down.
Some tough running from the leader of the offense right there. Didn't have a ton of room, but he made it work well enough to move those chains.
All set now. 1st and 10. To throw is Williams. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
It's pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their 1st sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Williams set to pass. We've got a screen to the running back. Not a lot of space, maybe to the 33. That was Asante Samuel Jr. there on the tackle.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and a defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
That brings us to the end of 3 on Thursday night primetime. It's the Eagles in possession to start. They trail, but that lead is within reach. Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Now Williams. Thrown all the way to the end zone here. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles now within 1 score in the 4th. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
McPherson at the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 24.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Brown with a return here. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steelers and quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. Here's May to the air. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
Well, we saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
2nd down now. They need 7. Motion man sent left. Straight ahead with Genty. And not much space available there. Maybe 2. That brings up 3rd down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Operating from the gun. Here's May. He's got the 1st down grab and still going. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Steelers 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. 1st down, Steelers.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
He's charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Back to Genty. He dodged the tackle. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I bet you, Kate, if you went back and studied all these runs in the NFL over a course of a season that gained significant yardage, there are plays just like that one where you've got to break a tackle to go eat up those yards.
1st down throw for May. Has him on the quick hitter. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
21-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Second and 6 coming up here. May now from the gun. He throws a bullet deep down. This is caught inside the 15. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done.
That's another Steelers first down. First and goal, Pittsburgh.
If only every completion could get that kind of result. That's good enough to knock a defense flat on its back.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. Here's Genty. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. Second down.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Second and goal from the 9 here. They go play action. Here's May. And it is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers go up by 2 scores as they try to put this one away. Mike Evans with the touchdown. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Here's Luke for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Steelers double their lead to 14.
Eagles 24.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Shaheed now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Eagles and Brees Hall about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this second half. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First down throw by Williams. Throw right side, pump by Fanning. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. From the gun, it's all. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. They motion the tight end over. 3rd down. Here's Williams. He has the first over the middle. And he gets this one up to the 40-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. That throw behind is intended target.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Still at the 40 here, 2nd and 10. Williams will look to throw. He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they're approaching midfield with that gain of 6. He's up to the 46.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Williams again. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing 4th down.
Okay, what I love about that play, everybody can see the pass breakup, the knock away. You can see the result. What you don't see are the fundamentals. The corner's job of mirroring that route, being stride for stride, and then having the great anticipation and timing to knock it away.
Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. Lobs this one deep down the left sideline. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate, said you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. No run it with Genty. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Off the play action, May. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Intended target there was Mike Evans. And now they're going to face 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Air it out on 3rd. It's his favorite target. That's London again. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Out is Tyler Root for the field goal attempt. It'll be a 54-yarder from the right hash. The big kick is no good. It's well to the left there. And the lead stays frozen at 14.
While they're still in great shape to win this game, Kate, don't tell the kicker that. You know he's bummed with every miss. But with that miss, still 2-touchdown game, and one more stop here can very much end things.
The Eagles and Justin Jefferson ready to go to work again offensively. And I think by this point we can all agree, Brock, that he is not going to be stopped until the clock stops at the end of this game. He just continues to make catches count in this 2nd half. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Here's Williams. They'll set up the screen here for Hall. And they send him out of bounds as he gets this to the opposing 45. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get him enough yards for the 1st, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
1st down, Williams. Short pass brought in. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Brought in left side by Godwin. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Again, it's Williams. That's caught. It's Godwin again. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get an even 10 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Eagles 14 points back. Here he is to throw. Making the call himself. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
You know, that's a really good play. I know it doesn't get the 1st down, doesn't keep them on the field, but what it does is it keeps that defense honest. And I promise you, the next time in that situation, they'll have that run in the back of their minds.
Need to keep this drive going. Here's 4th and inches. Desperation time here. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
McPherson at the point after. Troubles with his snap, but he still knocks it through. And the Eagles chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Eagles 31.
So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And this is recovered by the Steeler hands team. Needed to try it, we all get it, but didn't work. Still now have those 3 timeouts to fall back on.
They did need to try it, but I think there is a school of thought of, hey, also kick it deep with those 3 timeouts. So now your defense can't give up a yard. Right now, you've really burdened your defense to get a quick stop, a quick stop, a quick stop, and make sure they do not give up any yardage to this opposing offense.
Let's go defense. The Steelers send quarterback Drake May ready to go once more on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Coming left is Genty. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. That one only good for a couple. It's 2nd down. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Completed over the middle. And it's going to be a win for the Steelers. He gets them the first, and they can run this clock out. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. Lee gets it on the design keeper. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. So the Steelers come in and take this on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths. Because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
All of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.
Well, that'll do it. Final score looks closer than how it felt. So, congrats, Sprite. Good job. Sprite moves on to the 5th place match. I'm dropping down to hang out with Gibby in the 7th place match. I think that's going to do it for me today. We're making progress. We're through 12 now. 60% done. 8 more games to go. And yeah, I'll stream again when I've got the time. But we're going to make it. We're going to make it, guys. Do not fret. All right. Thanks, y'all. Thanks for your time. Catch you when I do this next time. And thanks for watching if it's on YouTube. But yeah, cheers.